Shalom, shalom. Out here another time, another day of preaching the downfall and destruction of this kingdom, Babylon the Great, aka America, aka Egypt, aka Sodom and Gomorrah. Before we get started, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son,
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem Kakadash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. And shalom to all the brothers out there to the four corners of the earth, pushing this word in our righteousness to the city. Shalom. And we're living in beautiful times right now, man. A lot of things are going on throughout the four corners of the earth. Pestilence, death, destruction, diseases. But within all these things, that's happening. The ones that believe, to the Akim, the Aquaps, the children that believe on this word, believe in Yahweh Shai, all right, who the one he called Jesus Christ, all right. You gotta flee uncertainty, man. Okay, all right. You gotta flee uncertainty, which uncertainty means to doubt, to have a lack of faith, man. Okay, even though the troubling times that we're going through, the Lord's gonna get us out of these troubling times. The scriptures say we get that.
This is 2 Ezra, chapter 16, verse 74. Hear, O ye my beloved.
Beloved, the house of David, the elect of the nation of Israel, man. This is who the Lord is speaking to, man. Those that believe in the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Most High Yahweh. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand.
The days of trouble are at hand, and we're at the beginning of sorrows. As when you read up in that chapter, man, the beginning of sorrows of famine, death, destruction. People dying at an all-time rate. We're seeing people that we know drop dead. Of 5G. And the coronavirus, man. Okay, these are the troubling times that's at hand. But what else, bro?
Come, but I will deliver you from the same.
But I will deliver you from the same. That's a promise from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua unto His elect. Okay, the elect of the nation Israel, the 144,000, and the 1/3 men, women, and children who believe. Okay, all right, that's a promise, man. All right, and the Lord is not a man that He shall lie. Okay, all right, keep reading, bro. Yep.
It says, verse 75. Be ye not afraid.
Be ye not afraid. Okay? All right? Because when you go into uncertainty, it goes into doubt, which means to be afraid. Okay? All right, be ye not afraid, neither doubt. I know this was about to say it.
Neither doubt, for the Most High Yahweh is your guide.
For Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is your guide, man. All right? So what? Don't be afraid. Don't doubt. Don't have uncertainty. Flee uncertainty, man. Okay? All right? Flee doubt. But have hope and faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. Okay? All right? Yeah, go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 8. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead.
Hey, see, the righteous are going to be delivered out of trouble, and those who are wicked, who don't believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? And the Israelite foreigners out there that look like heathen nations, the line go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. 2/3 of them, okay, all right, they're going to be put in his stead. So it's going to be reversed. Basically, the roles are going to be reversed, okay? The elect, they're going to be taken out of the destruction, and in that place is going to be the wicked, man, all right,
That's Proverbs chapter 21, verse 18. The wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous, and the transgressor for the upright.
Amen. The Lord is... See, the Lord is beautiful, man. The Lord is going to reward those for the wickedness that they've done, and we're seeing them right now. Brothers posted up in the chat, the Lord is visiting our enemies, man. Those that came up against us for this word, okay? The Lord is actually ramsacking them right now, man. All right, getting them, putting them in prisons, jacking them up, putting certain ones to death, man. Okay, the Lord is doing these things for His elect, man. All right, ultimately because they came up against the words of the Heavenly Father, man. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. Okay, all right.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 75. Yep. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is your guide.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is our guide. That's why we have nothing to be afraid of, man. All right, because if you truly believe, you believe that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is going to guide you down the path of salvation, man. Okay, that's what we hope for, man. Okay, matter of fact, if everybody's able to get the etamon.com or the word hope, able to, because we got a hope in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, which goes into the expectation, but there's something very important when you read it in the etamon, man. All right, while he's getting that, you get the Hebrews.
This is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for.
All right, faith is the substance of things hoped for. When you go to substance, it means the understanding. Okay, all right, the understanding of things hoped for, the things expected. All right. So to trust in the Lord is what you understanding the promises that the Lord gave to us, man. You're expecting those promises, man. Okay. All right. Can you read it?
Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
The evidence are the things that are proven, all right, of the things not seen, man. Which the scriptures is the proof, man. We have evidence that's the proof, okay? These scriptures is the proof of our unseen power, man, okay? Yahweh Bashim Shai, because the world can't see him physically right now, all right? You know, but they're about to see the physical coming of the Lord with our return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, through the word he calls Jesus Christ, okay?
That's right.
But we can get that word hope in the intimate.com.
As a verb first, it says Old English hopian,
Uh-huh.
have the theological virtue of hope, hope for salvation, mercy,
Hope for salvation and mercy. There's a little bit more, bro.
trust in the Most High's word,
Trusting in Yahweh Shemaiah's word, man. You know, believing in the promises, man. Okay? Because the Lord gave us promises if we kept on pushing this word until the end, that what? We're going to get a crown of life, man. Okay? All right? And only the elect of the nation of Israel is going to believe in those things, man. All right? That's why I said, neither be afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh Shemaiah Shai is your guide. All right? The ones that's going to lead you into what? Salvation, mercy. All right? You're going to be trusting in those words, man. Okay? You know? Got something? Go ahead.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
That's right, man. Make it plain upon tables, and that's what we're doing, man. Making the words of Yahweh Shemaiah Shai plain, man. Okay? Because we know the secrets were given unto the servants, the prophets, all right? And those secrets are being explained in lamest terms to the rest of the nation, man. Okay? You know? So we're making it plain upon tables that those that read it, what? May run, all right? May take this truth and run with it. Run with it, man. You know? You can read it?
Yep. Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, man. That revelation, man. All right? You know, the prophecies are set for an appointed time, man. When you go into the word prophecy, it means to say before it actually happens, man. All right? That's the job of a prophet, man. To say things that actually come to pass before it actually happens. Could the brother get 2 Ezra 15 and 1, you know? All right? Because that's our job, man. Also, Jeremiah 8 and 28 and 8, you know? Well, you can start at verse 7, you know? You know, so this is our job, man. All right, to tell the people, all right, mainly the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the future to come, man. All right, you know, not your future that you think is gonna happen, all right, your false future, but the real future according to the Bible, man. Okay, got that, bro? Oh yeah, this is Jeremiah. Go, you can Jeremiah, bro.
This is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 7. It says, nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thine ears.
And that's talking to the nation of Israel. That's talking to the nation of Israel, man. Okay? Hear the words that we're about to speak right now, man. Okay? You read it?
And in the ears of all the people. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old.
All right, Jeremiah, Elijah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, our Lord Yahweh Shai, because he was a prophet also. Okay? You know? These men, you know, and all righteous forefathers who were prophesying, man, all right, they did the same thing, man. All right, and what was that, bro?
Prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms.
Many countries and great kingdoms. We preach against Iran, you know, Saudi Arabia, you know, China, you know, England, and mainly what? Against great kingdoms, rule of great kingdoms, man. America, Russia, you know, Korea, all these countries, man. Or we're prophesying against it, and our ancient forefathers did the same thing, man. You gonna read it, bro?
Of war and of evil.
Of war, all right? We're telling you that World War III is coming, all right? And in the midst of that, our Lord Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, all right, is coming in the midst of that war to destroy the nations, man, okay? You know, and set up the kingdom of heaven, okay? All right, keep on reading.
And of evil.
It said, and of evil, bad times. That's what evil means. Eve meaning time, all right, going into the evening, okay? All right, and thou meaning bad, man, okay? A very bad, detestable time, man, okay?
And of pestilence.
And of pestilence, which we're looking at pestilence right now, man, all right? You know, they said got the so-called coronavirus, which really, that virus within you, what's really getting you sick is the 5G radiation that's causing the mutation, you know, in the actual virus, man, okay? So it's 5G and the COVID-19 that's killing you people, man, okay? And that's a pestilence from Yahweh Shemaiah Shai, even if it was made by Esau, the so-called white man, man, all right? Because the Lord set him up to do these things, man, all right?
Verse 9. the prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known.
Because you got men prophesying of peace, but the men of the Lord, what did he say? He's prophesied of what? War, you know, famines, you know, deaths and destructions, okay? Pestilence. All right, that's what the true men of the Lord is prophesying against these countries about. Not peace, all right? But that same prophet, read that verse 9 one more time, bro.
This is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 9. The prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet should come to pass.
When the word of the men of the Lord, all right, that was preaching this word, the words of Yahweh Shema Shai shall come to pass. What, bro?
Then shall the prophet be known.
Then shall the prophet be known. Then you're going to know who's the real man of the Lord, man. All right, because of what? The words that he was speaking actually came to pass, man. All right, why? Because he wasn't speaking of his own, man. He was speaking of the words of the Heavenly Father. Can you get that in 2 Ezra 15 real fast, baby? 15:1. 5:43. Yeah. Because, hey, man, it said that, like prophet said, then you shall know that what? That was the real prophet. Because why? The words that he spake actually came to pass, man, which is not of his own words, man. Okay? All right, keep reading. Read that, bro.
Yep. This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
The words of prophecy, man. All right, and that's what that prophet was doing, because prophecy means what? To tell you the things in the future. And we're telling you that death and destruction is coming to this place, America, man. Okay? That's what the real prophets, the real men of the Lord are teaching, man. All right? You know? It says in the ears of my people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay? All right, you can read.
Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
And that's the key part. That's the Heavenly Father speaking, man. He says, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, man. Saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So the word of the prophet that was going to come to pass was ultimately the words of the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? You know, going back to that hope, what? Believing in his words, man. Believing in the words of God, man. Okay? You know, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the word he calls God in Jesus Christ, man. Okay? You can read.
Verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
And to be written in paper is, as you see brothers reading right now, the Holy Scriptures, man. All right, the Bible, man, that's written in paper. It said they are faithful and true, meaning whatever the Scriptures say, it already happened and it will happen, man. All right, matter of fact, Isaiah 42:9, you know, because the Lord said that things that already came to pass, he told you of it, man. Meaning what? They happened. All right, 70 AD, the flood, okay? Us going to slavery, us losing our heritage, man. All right, these were the things that happened, man. You read it, bro.
This is Isaiah 42:9. Behold, the former things are come to pass.
Remember, the former things came to pass. Remember, the Lord said his words are faithful and true. Okay, so the former things that he spoke about, they came to pass. That actually happened. Okay, so what's the difference from then all the way now when the Lord tells us the future things, man? Because at one point, the things in the past had to be the future, you know? Now we're looking towards the actual, the further future, man. All right, which is what? The RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast according to the scriptures. Yep. All right, World War III, death, destruction, famines. All right, martial law, which we're seeing implements of that right now, man. Checkpoints. Yeah. You know, all these things are written in the scriptures, man. Okay.
It was I believe it was a CBS video saying how they was turning IKEA parking lots into checkpoints for vaccines.
That's crazy.
You know, and you know how big IKEA parking lots are.
Huge,
you know,
man. You know,
all that is for this whole COVID-19 stuff, man.
See, they're so big that they got restaurants in the furniture store, man.
Yeah.
And stuff. So
it shows you how it's nothing for Esau to set up a concentration camp.
Yeah, that's right.
It's nothing.
And hey, there's all these what written in the scripture, man. You know, that aforetime it was written before. All right, and we're just seeing it now come to pass, man. Right? You know? Now read that one time in Isaiah, bro.
Yep. Isaiah 42:9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
It said, before they spring forth, I tell you of them. It said the new things, man. It said the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, according to the scriptures. You know, the famine, the plague, the pestilence, man. All these things are the things that the Lord is telling our people is going to happen before it actually happens. And that's just a fair, righteous power, man, that we serve. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He tells you of the destruction so you can prepare yourself, man. You know, and that's what the true believers in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai are doing. They're preparing themselves, all right, for the destruction of this place, America, man. All right, because we know that according to the scriptures, wisdom and knowledge, all right, shall be the stability of our times. But we can get that, you know, Isaiah 33. You know, the times that we're coming, we're gonna have to have that great faith, man. All right, that hope, like we were going to in the beginning, because all these things are coming to pass, man. All right, so who are you gonna believe? The prophet that's telling you a peace, or the prophet that's telling you death and destruction is coming? All right, ultimately, you're gonna know who was truly sent by what actually happens in the future, man. Okay, all right, you got that, bro?
This is Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
All right, and wisdom and knowledge, man. When you look at wisdom, according to the scriptures, Job 28 and 28, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. All right, 2/3 of our people, they don't fear Yahweh Shema Shai, so they don't have any type of wisdom. Okay? All right? But the servants of Yahweh Shema Shai, those that believe in the Lord, all right, they have the fear of the Lord, so they have the wisdom. All right, it says in knowledge, all right, the knowledge of the scriptures, man. Okay? You know, knowing the breakdowns, knowing what is the Lord truly speaking about. Okay? All right, that's going to be what, bro?
It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
All right, the stability of thy times was going to make you stable in the mind, man. Because these people think that buying toilet paper up, you know, buying food, stocking up on food is going to save them. Really, what? It's the knowledge of the scriptures that's going to make you stable in that time, not actual physical things, man. You know, I was laughing, I happened to talk to my mother, man. You got all these people buying food, but then when you go to the hygiene section, everything is there. He's like, you buying toilet paper, but you know what? You're not gonna wash up, you know. And these people that have, showing these people that have no like real common sense, man. You know, if anything, you don't got toilet paper, what? You wash up, hop in the shower and stuff, you know. But just showing our people are believing in the carnal things instead of just spiritual things, which is gonna lead you to hope and believe in the Lord, man. All right, a little bit more. You got?
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 4, and it says, but he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. This is when Yahweh Shai was tempted by Satan. Okay? Satan tried to come to Yahweh Shai as, you know, turn these breads into stone, all right, and you shall eat. But Yahweh Shai said that's not the way that you should live, man.
That's right.
The way that we live is by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Most High. All right, the same thing that Joseph did when it was about to be a famine in Egypt, we should be doing the same thing spiritually, man.
That's right.
He stored up bread, man. We shall be doing the same thing spiritually by what? Storing up the words of the Most High, man. Because that's how we're going to survive in that day, man.
That's right.
The word is known as a roll, man.
Yeah.
You know, a bread roll, man.
Exactly.
You know, so eat the roll, eat the whole roll, man. Okay, and that's what we're supposed to do. Eat the whole roll, man. All right, and trust and believe in these words, because as we said before, it's according to the scriptures, man. The scriptures say it, man. All right, the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, they are faithful and true, meaning they will happen, man. Okay, you know.
I'm gonna tell you something.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 11.
Ain't about
Back up, man.
You
Back
are
up. Can you
in.
back up?
Don't touch me.
Can you back up?
Don't touch me. I have to tell him you are messing with my head. Now I don't give a fuck about
Okay,
him.
okay,
I don't
okay,
give
okay.
A, don't touch
Okay,
me.
okay.
Don't it's not okay.
You got it, you got it.
I motherfuck that. You are delily and you are messing with my head.
Okay, okay.
No, it ain't
Oh,
okay.
it is
Back
okay.
the fuck
Hey,
up. You
hey,
take
Satan,
that
man.
bitch somewhere else.
Hey, Satan's trying to get the, hinder the word.
Hey, Shamari,
man.
come on this side.
Oh,
you got it, you got it.
I got it.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 11.
Fuck that, fuck that.
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land.
All right, there's gonna be a famine of the word, man. All right, and you see, hey, man, Satan's coming up against his word because the word is mighty, man. You know, the words of Yahweh Shema Shai are faithful, you know, and true, man. They will come to pass. Nobody's gonna stop it, man. You know, but we see demons get roused up, man. That's what happens when the words comes out, man.
Somebody
You know?
hear something, you will have a microphone.
The Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land.
A lack of resource of something,
So
man.
fuck
We're
y'all.
gonna see what that is, man. All
I will
right?
punch you in
It
your
says,
fucking
not
face.
a famine of
You
bread,
fuck me up,
nor a
fuck me
thirst
up
for
with
water,
your
but of
motherfucking-
hearing the words of the
Now,
Lord.
you want to
You know,
fuck up
of
my
hearing
head?
the words of
turn that
Yahweh
bitch
Shema
over,
Shai.
bitch.
That's what's gonna be the lack of resource,
Turn
man.
it off. It ain't got nothing to do with a lack of resource. It
Verse
has to do
12,
with bullshit.
and they shall wander from sea to
take
sea,
money.
and from the north
Fucking
even to
money.
the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord.
They're gonna run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, because why? They didn't hearken into the words now, man. Like you get Proverbs 1, brother. Get that from you. You know, because our people are gonna be seeking for the words of the Lord when it's too late, man. You know, we should have, man. But our people disregard the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. I believe it's one in 20. Should be they regarded not 2024. Think so? Yep. That one. That's it, bro.
This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 24. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
See, ultimately, what the Lord right now is stretching out His hand to our people, for protection, man. All right, giving you that look. You could be under my wing of protection, but our people, refuse, man. They refuse and rebel. As the scripture said in Isaiah 1:20, but if you refuse and rebel, you shall be devoured by the sword, for the mouth of Yahweh has spoken, man. Okay. All right, so since you refuse and rebel, nothing but death and destruction is going to come unto you, man. All right, because we come for our people, man. For our people are the main ones that buck up against the word, man. You got Edomites and these other heathen nations. They walk by quietly, don't say anything, but it's always our people that got to say something against the words, man. Our people going to start paying for the deeds that they do against Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai and his men, man. All right? That's something.
This is Proverbs chapter 1. I'm going to start at verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
How long will you simple ones love simplicity, man? How long will you like being a nigga, okay? A spick, a tomahawk, a hoe, a thought, man, okay? How long you gonna love doing that, man? Twerking on IG, man, throwing money in the strip club, man, okay? How long you gonna love doing that stuff, man, okay? Keep on reading?
It says, and the scorners delight in their scorning.
And the scorners delight in their scorning, man, because you have our people who love, excuse my French, to talk shit, man, against the words of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, man. How long you gonna love that, man? And the answer really is until your death and destruction, man, You're going to love it until it's time for you to be destroyed, man. As scriptures say, you loathe the law and abuse the liberty, man. Okay? You're going to have to pay after death by pay. Man, let's get that 2nd Ezra 9, man. After all these things come to pass, you're going to know that you should have hearkened unto the words of the Heavenly Father, man. All right, not talked up. Because she's not the only demon that has done that, bro. Brothers have gone through this throughout the years, all right, and now we're in the time that the Lord is paying people back, man. For the evil that they've done against the Lord, ultimately, because they're not really going against us, you're going against Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, man. You're going to have to pay for these deeds in every action that you do, all right? Where got? 2nd Ezra 9? Start at verse 9.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways.
Which abused the Lord's ways, man, all right? Our people have abused Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai and his mercy, man. Because the scriptures say our Lord is great in mercy, but also say he's great in wrath, man. Okay? Our people undermine the Lord, man, and take the Lord as a chump, man. Okay? Keep on reading.
And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments.
Those that cast away these words, because these are precious words, man. Scriptures call them as treasures, jewels, pearls, rubies, man. Water, brother. Precious stones, man. Precious metals. This is this word, man. But you cast it away despitefully, man. Keep on reading.
Verse 10. For such as in their life have received benefits.
So you receive benefits in this kingdom of America, man. Okay? You got the EBT. You're relying on Esau, Edom. Got Section 8. All these things, man. You receive benefits in this kingdom, but we know, according to the scriptures, a gift destroyeth the heart, man. Okay? Not knowing that same gift that you receive, is going to end up being your downfall and destruction, man. Keep on reading, bro.
2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 10. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me.
And have not known Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, man. All right? Because if you know Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai according to the scriptures, what? You're going to do what he commanded of you, man. All right? Keep the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, and turn back unto him, man. Okay? Keep on reading.
Verse 11. And they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty.
Because loathe means they hate, to have a strong hatred for it. They hate Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai's ways, man. All right? His laws, the way he taught our people to conduct themselves. Okay? They hate it so much, man. All right? Keep on reading.
And when as yet place of repentance was open unto them.
That's right now, man. All right? But them doors are like this, man. All right? A place of repentance for you to turn back and amend your ways, amend your doings, is still open, man. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as we speak, have a chance right now to get right with Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, man. Okay, but you won't, man. We know that 2/3 of the nation of Israel won't, but the elect will get right with the Lord, man. All right, come on, read it.
And when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
But despised it. They willfully despised it, man. They willfully didn't want to understand. Because if they truly want to understand, you would inquire rightfully, man. You'll come up the right way, man.
Because this man man
You know?
is uploaded in
Verse
DL.
12. The
And in
same must know it after
you
death
can't do
by pain.
shit.
Those
But
same
in
ones
LG,
that
you a dumb
refused,
bitch.
that
In
rebelled,
DL,
that didn't
my head is
want to
cut
stop in their
because you
scoffing
trying to
and, you know, and
LP.
the scorning,
But in LP,
are the same
you
ones that's
can't
gonna learn it
DL
after
because in
death by
DL,
pain,
you
man.
are fucked
You're gonna have
up.
to die,
But in
man.
LG,
All right, in a
he
very,
is
very
DL,
painful manner
but in
for you to
DL,
understand
he
what
is
you've done,
fucked
man.
up.
Okay?
But you are in
No?
LP.
Got some
But this bitch is
This is
so
the book
mad
of 2
that he
Chronicles,
wanna
chapter
kick you
36,
out.
verse
This
15.
half-breed
And the
wanna
Lord
be
power of
important,
their
but
fathers
if you ain't
sent to
important,
them
you
by
will
his
have a
messengers,
goddamn
raising up
microphone.
batons and
'Cause this is
sending,
a private
because he had
money,
compassion
man.
on his
You
people.
are fucked up.
How
Because
about
I'ma
you
tell
outside say his
I
men
wanna
be
tell
time
you,
early,
you're
man?
fucked
Okay?
up.
You
If
know,
you
to
wanted
tell his people
somebody
to what?
hear this,
Mend
you would
their
have a
ways,
fucking
man. To change
microphone.
their ways
So
and
y'all
come back
are
unto Yahweh
fucking
Shemel
takers,
Shai, man.
but
All right,
in
that's what
LP,
our job out here to tell
LD,
people,
you
to warn our people
outbit.
of the death and destruction that's coming, man. All right? But our people are not hearkening. What? They're scoffing, they're scorning, man. All right? And we're going to see the judgment of these scoffers and scorners soon to come, man. All right? Those that keep on coming up against the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. All right? Can you read it?
It says, and on his dwelling place, verse 16, but they mocked the messengers of the Lord and despised his words.
They mock the messengers of the Lord. You know, hey, you have polite, for example, now end up arrested and everything. What? Years back, he shot up the Bible and called it the Holy Bible, man. You know, you don't think Yahweh Shemel Shai forgot about that, man? All right, the Lord is now requiring all scoffers and scorners, man. You know, everything that you say, every idle word, brother, can get that too. You know, every idle word is gonna be accounted for, man. Everything you say, man. All right, you gonna have to prove it in that day. You calling the men of the Lord rapists, man. Or you calling them pedophiles, you gonna have to prove it, all right, in that day, man. Okay, you got to see Yahweh Shemel Shai in that day, man. All right, if you can't prove it, that means what? You're a false witness, and a false witness according to the law gets put to death, man. You know.
They got nothing to do with the law. He gonna L up, but you can't L up.
This is Matthew chapter 12, verse 36.
That is
But I say unto you, that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment.
In the day of judgment, you're gonna give account thereof in the day of judgment. Every idle word, man. Because you don't realize what you're actually doing is evil, man. Okay? In the eyes of Yahweh Shemel Shai, men don't consider what they're doing is evil, man. You know? All right? But you're gonna have to account for those things in the day of judgment. And we're in a time that Yahweh Shemel Shai is judging those who are coming up against the words, man. You know? A little more on that, bro?
Yeah, verse 37. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned.
All right, that's right, man.
I don't give a fuck. But I need to talk to you because I'm talking to you. You in LP because my head is tight. Now when you try to bust my head right, you can't do it because I'm LL,
that you're saying you can be accounted for, but and you're gonna be condemned with those words, man. All right, you know you're gonna be put to shame, man. All right, the Lord is gonna judge you ultimately for this word, and it's gonna be nothing but death and destruction by death by pain, man. Okay, you're not gonna get off easy, man. All right.
Now what church are you?
I'll finish it off back in 2 Chronicles chapter 36, verse 16. But they mocked the messengers of the Lord and despised his words and misused his prophets.
And misuse the prophets, man. Yeah, our people what hitting the prophets to death, man. Okay, you know, because what we spoke the truth. Our people will hate truth, man. All right, because what the people say, what in the world? Truth hurts. It requires you what after you realize that you are the problem. It requires you to get right, man. Okay.
There's a saying in the world how the reason why people hate truth because the reason why people would rather hear a lie than the truth because the truth will cause change. People don't want to change, so they wait to raise passion. Can you grab John 3:17?
Because that's beautiful you said that because people don't want to change, man.
Because my head is
with
tight.
changing, there's a process. You know, now you got to put away all your old ways, man. People will look at you differently, and they don't want that stuff, man. They don't want change, man. Our people are screaming for change during the time of Barack Obama, but they really don't want change, man. If you really want to change, you'll come back to Yahweh Shemel Shai.
You will have a fucking microphone.
This is St. John chapter 3, verse 17.
Oh,
For the Most High sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. Verse 18. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High. Verse 19, and this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
Not really. Because their deeds were evil. So that's why they didn't want to come to the light.
No,
you know,
they'll be exposed.
That's why they condemn. Read it again.
Again, this is John chapter 3, verse 19. And this is the condemnation. The light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. Verse 20.
Because their deeds are evil. You know, the light, which is the truth, which is what Yahweh Shai, is the one that's going to expose your deeds, man. You know? Because that's why our people don't want to come towards the light, man. You know? Because they want, everything that they're doing is evil behind the dark.
Again, this is John chapter 3, verse 19. And this is the condemnation.
Hey,
Look at Genesis
hey, man,
1,
these demons is coming hard. We're in that time, man.
You agree with
Yeah, keep on reading, bro.
This is the book of John, chapter 3, verse 19. And this is the condemnation. The light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. Verse 20, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
And that's why they don't want to come to the light, lest their deeds be reproved. So going back to what that saying says, people would rather believe a lie than the truth, because the truth requires
how the fuck you gonna tell me to
Hey, calm down, calm down.
I don't have to, bitch. You gonna tell me coming to the light and then take your shit and shove it
John
up your
chapter
ass?
3,
Bitch,
verse
get out
19.
my way.
And this is the condemnation.
Walk her out.
That light is coming to the world, and men love darkness
You out of your
rather
goddamn
than light,
mind. Oh,
because their
man.
deeds
You better
were
get
evil.
with the
And we're seeing that
beginning.
right now.
Genesis
This week,
1,
man. These
dumb
are evil,
bitch.
so they hate
Go
the
that
light.
little
They hate
white
the word.
man.
They
You
hate Lord
son
Yahweh
of a
Shai,
bitch.
because that's where we're
Man,
coming
you
in the
some
name
calm
of, man.
bitch,
Yahweh Shai,
motherfucker.
they don't hate us, man.
Oh,
They hate the Lord,
oh,
man.
No,
And they did the
no,
same thing
bitch.
to Lord
Now
Yahweh
look in
Shai
the mirror
when he was on the
when
scene
you
and the disciples,
close your
man.
eyes
You know,
and
because
see if
they're
you
what
see the
preaching
light.
truth,
Close
man.
your eyes.
Which
You
requires
don't
our people
understand.
to
You don't
change,
even know
man.
the
You know?
truth.
To get
You
away,
don't
get
know
rid of that
truth.
nigga, man.
No,
But
you
people
are
love
what?
that nigga in America. They love being niggas in America.
No,
man.
bitch, you are the fuck. You gonna nigga in America?
This
And
is
fuck, get out
John
my
chapter
way,
3,
bitch.
verse 19. And this is the condemnation. The light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
That's right.
Verse 20, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
And when your deeds are being reproved, brought to light, we're exposed, you're embarrassed to an extent, man. But there's two types of things, like I said, there's two types of being embarrassed, man. There's embarrassing to where, what, you come to repentance, man, all right? Or being embarrassed to what? You start up strife, man, okay? You know what? You're mad because somebody exposed you of your evil deeds because you know everything that you're doing is evil, and that's 2/3 of our people, man. They know what they're doing is not right, you know, but they don't want to admit it. They don't want to humble down, man, you know? You have some, brother?
Come. This is Jeremiah chapter 18, verse 11. Now therefore go to, speak to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying,
You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Thus saith the Most High, behold, I frame evil against you, and devise a device against you. Return ye now, every one from his evil ways.
See, the Lord's telling our people to return from their evil ways, but they don't want to. Like I said, they love being that pro-black, that Negro in America, man. They don't want to come back to being Yasha Allah. He's a prince of the power, man. All right, they don't want to come back to having a ruling class mentality, man. You know.
And make your ways and your doings good.
And amend your ways, man. Change. You have to change. When you come to Yahweh Shemel Shai, you have to change, man. Our people hate change, man. They rather stay, like the scriptures say, okay? They rather stay in the darkness because it keeps them comfortable, man. That cognitive dissonance, man. You know, they love the lies more because it makes them comfortable, man. All right, change is uncomfortable, man. All right, but hey, uncomfortability is our only way, all right, into the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay, if you don't want to change, you could be left back and destroyed in here in America, man. You know.
Verse 12, and they said, there is no hope, but we will walk after our own devices.
See, our people want to do their own ways, man. They don't have hope. They don't have an expectation in the promises of the Lord. So what? They act in their own conduct, man. All right, they proceed to go about their own way, or they're establishing their own righteousness, man. Okay, instead of coming back to the Lord and doing what the Lord commanded, man. You know, and that's the ultimate fall of our people, man. They think that their way is the right way, man. Which we've seen. Look at America right now. Everywhere you see, hey, America, you know, DC, New York, wherever, all throughout America, this is the way of thinking our way is the right way, man. All right, this is what you get, America, man. Okay, all right, you know. But this is all about to come to an end. Keep reading, bro.
And we will every one do the imagination of his evil heart.
See, and that's 2/3 of our people, man. They're gonna do whatever they deem is right, man. But that's gonna lead nothing but unto their death and destruction.
That's right.
I got something. Oh, you got something? Go ahead, bro.
Oh, he's looking for his. This is Proverbs chapter 9, verse 4. Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. As for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, this is wisdom. It says, come, eat of my bread, and drink of the wine which I have mingled.
Because at one point, we were all simple, man. You know, simple-minded. Because while we was in the world, man, all right? Being that simple, you know, that carnal man, man. But what? You know, the Lord had you know, came unto us with that wisdom and said, eat of this bread, man. You know, eat of it, man. You know, but also you got to realize, because Scripture say what? Wisdom won't lie on a malicious soul, because of the elect of the nation of Israel, the 144,000, they got the wisdom, so they want those malicious souls. All right, which malicious goes back to malignity, which means what? Having an evil or bad habit, man. Our people have an evil and bad habit of what? Turning away from Yahweh Shem Yahweh, man. You know, when they should turn unto him, man. But the elect are going to turn back and amend their ways, man. Maria?
Verse 6, forsake the foolish and live.
Forsake the foolish. Forsake the ways of the world, because the ways of the world are nothing but foolishness, man. It's vain, it's empty, it has no true meaning behind it, man. Everything that we have in the nation of Israel, all right, and these scriptures, they all have a meaning to it. Our high holy days, you know, everything that we hold dearly to us according to the scriptures, they all have a deep meaning to it. They have a sentimental value, man. Okay, you know, but this word is nothing but vain, man. So get rid of these things, man. Get rid of the foolish ways, man. Read it.
It says, forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding.
All right, go in the way of understanding. Forsake the foolish. What you got coming up? Easter, okay? Easter's coming up. All right, what is wise in a bunny rabbit laying eggs, man? You know, nothing, man. All right, but what is the wise thing of what? For example, the Passover, man. All right. Us remembering what the Lord did for us in Egypt, man. You know, appreciating that, man. Thanking the Lord for everything that He's done for us, man. You know, the Purim, you know, all the high holy days, man. You know, the Day of Atonement, you know, atoning for all the things that we've done, man. You know, asking the Lord for forgiveness. All these things have values, and they're not foolish. They're wise things to do, man. You know, all right, but these ways of the world, the custom of these words, they're foolish. But our people don't want to get rid of these foolish things, man, which is going to lead to their downfall, man. All right, that was it on that one. Got some, bro?
Back in Proverbs chapter 1, verse 23, Proverbs chapter 1, verse 23, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
It said, turn ye at my reproof. Lord saying what? Turn and amend your ways at the correction of the scriptures, man, of the Lord, man. Okay? And it said what? Read that from the top, bro.
Yep. Again, Proverbs chapter 1, verse 23, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
And listen what the Lord is doing right now. He's pouring His spirit out to our people, man. All right? Giving our people the understanding, man. Having His servants that have the secrets break it down plainly upon tables, man. You're getting the understanding now, but our people choose, 2/3 of our people choose not to, willingly not to understand, man. You know? All right? And they despise these words, man. Can you read it, brother?
I will make known my words unto you. Verse 24, because I have called and ye have refused, I stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
Just like we read before, our people are disregarding the salvation of the Lord ultimately, man. All right.
Verse 25, ye have set at naught all my counsel.
All the counsel, when you go into counsel, it means good advice. Who's giving you that good advice through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai? The prophets, man. All right, when we tell you to amend your ways, that is spiritual advice, man. When you have a guidance counselor, what does that guidance counselor do in school? It guides you what to finish your so-called high school career, you know, so you don't get held back or left back, man. That's what we're telling our people, man.
Even leads you to the path of college.
to move ahead, to what's it called, to gain more knowledge, so you can be better in life, man. That's what we're telling our people. Through the Spirit, the prophets are the spiritual guidance counselors, man. You know, guiding you what? To the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, what? Telling you what to do, what not to do. You know, hey, brother, you shouldn't do it that way, do it this way. You know, just helping you what? Get closer to the Lord, man. You know? But our people, what? They refuse all the counsel of the Lord, man. You know? Right? Can you read it more?
It says, verse 25, ye have set at naught all my counsels, and were none of my reproof.
None of my reproof, that's right.
Verse 26, I also will laugh at your calamity.
See, the Lord is giving you a chance to get right. But when all hell breaks loose, and you use that one nigga that didn't want to listen, man, the Lord's gonna laugh at your calamity, man. That, like I said, brothers always say that I told you so moment is coming, man. And that I told you so moment, it feels good, because then what? You know that you were speaking the words of Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. You know, the Lord's gonna laugh through his men, right? He's gonna laugh in the heavens and laugh here on earth, man, through his men, man. Okay? You know, Maria?
I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
You will be mocked because you mock the messengers. You mock the message ultimately, all right, which was what? Coming from Yahweh Bashim Shai, coming from the king. You mock the message of the king, so you got to suffer death and destruction. Look in the ancient world, whenever somebody didn't hearken or they mock the king, what happened to them, man? You know? They were put to death. Plain and simple. If you mock the king, you were put to death, man. But what? If you hearken unto the king's commandment, you lived. Mercy was bestowed upon you, man. It's the same thing now, man. You know? The elect, they're going to hearken unto the words of Yahweh Shimon Shai, but the 2/3, they're going to mock the Lord and end up dying, man. You know?
Verse 27, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind.
That's right.
When distress and anguish cometh upon you.
That's right.
Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
Hey, just like it says in Jeremiah 11:11, you get that real fast. There's like, that's another precept. Read that too. You just read real fast, bro?
Again, this is Proverbs 1:28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
All right, hold that. You get that Jeremiah 11:11.
This is Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 11. Therefore, thus saith the Most High Yahweh, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape.
All right, it's an evil upon them, bad times. All right, just like so said, when calamity comes upon you, when bad times come upon you, see how these scriptures match up. All right, keep on reading.
It says, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape.
You ain't going to escape it at all. You can run, you can hide, but death will get you, man. Okay, can you read it?
And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them.
I will not hearken unto them. Read that last part of that scripture you just read, bro.
Again, this is Proverbs 1:28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
See, the Lord is consistent when he says, man. Okay? He's not a man that he shall lie. He's telling our people what? If you don't want to hearken unto his words, he's going to bring evil upon you. You know, that what? He's going to mock you in that evil, and what? Though you cry unto him, he's not going to hearken unto you. Why? Because you didn't want to listen, man. Can you jump down to verse 14, bro?
This is Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 14. Therefore, pray not thou for this people.
And but the men of the Lord are not going to pray for you in that day, man. You know, you're going to come to the men of the Lord, I know you tight with God, man. Can you pray? No. The answer is going to be no. You know? Okay? You had your chance to get right with the Lord. You know? I'm not wasting my precious jewels for a nigga like you, man. That's gonna be the mind frame of the men of the Lord, man. Okay, you know. Can you read it, bro?
Neither lift up a cry or prayer for them.
And see, not only that, but this is a commandment from Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. For his prophets, man. Okay, all right. To what? Not lift up a cry nor prayer for you. Okay, and we're not gonna disobey the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai, Lord's will, man. Okay, we're not gonna pray for you. Okay, when all hell is breaking loose and you catching hell, man. All right, because the God of the Bible, Yahweh Shemel Shai, told us not to, man. All right, keep on reading.
For I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me.
So when you even cry unto him, he's not going to hear you. All right, if he's not hearing you, if you personally crying unto him, what do you think he's going to hear me crying for you, man? All right, you know, you had your time to get right. All right, now guess what? It's nothing but death and destruction for you, man. All right, and you gotta dwell in that, man. You gotta eat that, man. Okay, you gotta lay in the bed that you made, man. Okay. You keep on reading?
That's it.
There's a little more.
What has my beloved to do?
Oh no, that's pretty much it. Yeah, get got. You got something, bro? Go ahead.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake us. Oh, I'm sorry. The evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Hey man, our people, what? They're gonna die by the sword, man. Any killing instrument. We know that the wicked is the sword of Yahweh Shemel Shai for the 2/3, those the rebellious nation, man. All right, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. Okay, sure. Can the brother get 2 Ezra 15? I believe it's in 26. Start 26. Matter of fact, you can start at verse 24. You know, because just like it's laying backing off that, you know, our people, what? They're gonna be suffering death and destruction these days, man.
Right now.
Yep.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 24. There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it.
What's you said 15 and what?
24.
Yeah, it should be 15 and... Yeah, it should be...
No, that was me. Sorry. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 24. Salaki. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Most High.
And that's the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Ultimately, like I said, we all sin, we all go off. There's not a man, Lord, that hasn't fallen short. But this is talking about those that willfully sin, okay? That willfully want to commit the evil acts against the God of the Bible, man, okay? You know, purposely eating shrimp, crab, pork, lobster when you know you're not supposed to, committing adultery, being a homosexual, bestiality, transgenderism, so on and so forth, as brothers go into. You willfully do these things, man. All right, keep on reading.
Verse 25, I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary.
The Lord's not going to spare you, man. Just like it says in Ezekiel chapter 9, man. We can get that. Chapter 9, verse, verse 9? Yeah, Ezekiel. The Lord's not going to spare you, man, in that time, man. Why? Because you didn't want to hearken unto his words. Keep on reading, bro.
Verse 26, for the Most High Yahweh knoweth all them that sin against him.
He knows all those. He has every single one of the nation of Israel individually by name. He knows them, okay? All those that sin against him. What, bro?
Come. And therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction.
See, the Lord's going to deliver you. He's going to hand you over to the hands of death and destruction, man. Because death is a spirit, man. He's going to give that. He's going to, because only the Lord can defend you from that spirit of death, man. All right? But he's going to deliver you, hand you over into the hands of death, man. And death is going to do as what it wants with you, man.
Appreciate it.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
It's the book of Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. It says, be not deceived, the Heavenly Father is not mocked.
That's right.
For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
That's right.
For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption.
That's right.
But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting.
Yeah, bro.
And like the brother's going into, man, you got a lot of people out there that's going to receive the reward of death, man.
That's right.
They sow nothing but corruption, man. So they're going to what? They're going to reap corruption. And the Apocrypha, it talks about basically the punishment of the ungodly as fire and worms, man.
That's
worms represents corruption, man. It represents death, man.
That's right.
But those that reap, that sow life everlasting, man. All right, being indulged with the words of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, trying their best to their ability, repenting, okay, seeking the Lord, basically, they shall reap life everlasting. Man.
That's right. That's right.
And that's what we hope for, man.
That's right.
We don't look forward to die, man.
That's right.
All right, the things that we doing, because we doing a wonderful work, man. And Lord's will, every brother up here, and also brothers that may be watching, brothers all across the world doing the same thing in like manner. Lord willing, we get to actually live, man.
That's right.
That's
right. It's beautiful. That's a beautiful precept, bro. Kind, because that goes back to this, man. Because what? That's the opposite, man. All right, because the elect, they're gonna be saved about of everything, but the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they're gonna die, man.
Let's go.
Read
629.
I believe it goes to verse 27.
Verse 27.
Mm-hmm.
For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth.
Death, destruction, famine, war, bloodshed. Okay, because that's a plague in itself, man. Blood in the streets, man. All right.
And ye shall remain in them.
And ye shall remain in them. All right. So not only that these plagues that have come, if you're not hearkening unto the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, you're gonna remain in the plagues, man. All right, the Lord is not gonna take you out of it. That's what the scripture's gonna say.
For the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him.
You have sinned against the Heavenly Father willfully, man. All right. So then what?
Behold,
go ahead. Let the scripture speak.
Verse 28, Salaki. Behold, an horrible vision.
Oh no, go back to the 27.
Verse 27. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them.
That's right.
For the Most High Yahweh shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him.
And that's right. He's not going to deliver you. Why? Because you sinned against him. You done wrongfully against him. You have not hearkened unto the commandments, man. Okay? Unto what? Coming back. You haven't hearkened unto the mercy, man. Because ultimately, like the Lord's giving mercy out right now, man. This is only the elect are going to hearken and see that the Lord's giving out mercy and hearken unto it, man. Cleave unto the mercy of the Lord, man. All right? Stuff. You got something, bro?
Yeah, real quick. Ezekiel 3:7. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted. Which, that's talking about you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the people of the sign. You guys are impudent and hard-hearted, man. Hard-headed people, man.
that don't want to take heed unto the words of Yahweh Shem Shai. We had a clear example earlier, man. Instead of receiving the words of life, they decided to, mess with brothers, man. You know.
That's one of the things that the Most High hates, man. A proud man or woman. I mean, a poor man or woman that's proud, man.
Yeah.
All right. Here it is. You don't have shit, man. The only thing that you could possibly have is listen to the words of the Lord. You disregard that, man. That's one of the things that the Most High hate, man. Is a poor man that's proud. Sure. Right? You have a lot of that in the land of confusion, man. All right, and this place Babylon. All right.
Jeremiah 7 and 8. Behold, ye trust in lying words that cannot profit. Will ye still murder? Will ye still murder and commit adultery and swear falsely and burn incense unto Baal and walk after other gods whom ye know not?
That's exactly what our people do. They steal, murder, commit adultery, all spiritual fornication against the Lord. All right? And all these things are unprofitable, man. It's going to lead to their death and destruction. Though it may seem like our people have the one-up in this society, because they worship Satan. They're in secret fraternal societies, It's all unprofitable, man. Yeah. And the Lord is greatly displeased with our people. That's why he's going to come back and kill the mass majority of them, man.
That's right.
Continue on.
Verse 10, and come and stand before me in this house, which is called by my name, and say, we are delivered to do all these abominations. Is this house, which is called by my name, become a den of robbers in your eyes? Behold, even I have seen it, saith the Lord.
Go back and read that the other prior verse.
Verse 9?
Yeah.
All right, will ye still murder and commit adultery and swear falsely and burn incense unto Baal and walk after other gods whom ye know not? And come and stand before me in this house, which is called by my name, and say, we are delivered to...
And that's exactly what our people do, man. They stand before the house of the Lord, calling themselves children of God. They're godly men and women, but they don't do anything that's according to the scriptures, man. They call themselves followers of Christ, so-called, but they do nothing that our Lord Yahweh Shai did. None of his works when he was on the earth, man. They all believe in lying words, man. None of them are prophets according to truth, man. They want to preach the word according to their own feeling and emotion,
Isaiah 29 verse 13.
Real quick, and that's what they do. They revolve, they try to make the Most High revolve around their ways instead of revolving around the ways of the Most High, man. All right, it don't work like that, man. You have to get down with the Most High's program, man. The Most High is not on your time, man. All right, we're on the Lord's time, man. And the Lord is telling our people this is the time to get right. All right, while people in the churches, like the brother said, doing their own thing. All right, well, a lot of the things the Lord commanded our people not to do, they do it, and say that what the Most High blessed them. All right, for example, the food that they eat, the lifestyle that they live. The Lord didn't bless that, man. All right, the Lord said that these people in this book is a holy people, man, and we ought to be separate, man. That's why He gave us what? His law, statutes, and commandments. That's why He gave us His Son, man. All right, but our people totally disregard them. So go and read that.
Isaiah 29 verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me.
You see that? And they said with their mouth they honor the Lord, but with their heart, meaning what their spirit, their mind, that's far from the Lord, man. And we know that's what makes us righteous, man. Having faith, man. All right? Having faith. Our people don't have that. They honor with the Lord with their mouth, but their hearts, man. That faith that's supposed to be in their heart is far from the Lord, man. They out doing their own thing, basically worshiping Satan. And that's how you know it's gonna be a lot of people that take that mandatory vaccine. There's gonna be a lot of people out there take the mark of the beast, man.
That's right.
All right. Because they don't honor the Lord with their hearts, man. All right.
That's 10.
Just a little more. And their fear towards me is taught by the precept of men.
All right. And that's exactly what our people do, man. They follow after their vain imagination. What their pastor has his vision instead of the Lord's vision, man. The Lord's will is not done in these church houses, man.
That's right.
The only time you're going to see the Lord's will done is on these street corners.
All right, when you see the prophets out here bringing out what's to come in the future, the future destruction of America, all right, by ICBM missiles, all right, the famine, the death, disease, and destruction that's coming to America, all right, these are the things according to the Lord's will, man, and nothing else.
Jeremiah 7 and 10, and come and stand before me in this house, which is called by my name, and say, we are delivered to do all these abominations. Is this house, which is called by my name, become a den of robbers in your eyes?
You know, and that's the point, man. They're delivered to do abominations, man. You know, constantly, all throughout the day. All right, and there's no stopping these people from their evil, man. Not even a quarantine, you know, a curfew can stop these people, man. You know, they're just delivered to these abominations, man.
Behold, even I have seen it, saith the Lord. But go ye now unto my place, which was in Shiloh, where I set my name at the first, and see what I did, do, Salakia, and see what I did to it for the wickedness of my people Israel.
That's right, man. And the Lord he's going to return to his place, man. And he's going to let these apparitions, these unclean spirits wreak havoc in America, man, on his people, you know, because of their disobedience, man. You know, it's going to be a great mass sacrifice in this land, man. You know, not only of the Lord's own people, but these other people outside of the nation of Israel, man. They're all going to have to deal with the Lord's wrath, man, with no remedy. Yeah, bring that up.
Wisdom of Solomon 3, verse 10. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord.
That's right, man. The ungodly is going to be punished, you know, according to their wicked deeds, man. You know, the works that they follow after, the things that they believed in. You know, the doctrine of America, all right? The land of the proud and the free, you know? All these different things that these people walk around and do, man. You know, following after the philosophy of homosexuality, that's going to bring you success, fortune, and riches, you know? All these wicked sacrifices, man. But the Lord is not going to deal with that much longer. He's going to show that there is a punishment for it, you know, a reward for every deed.
Isaiah 19 and verse 1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. If I could say something real quick, because like it says in the Apocrypha that the Lord's going to plague Egypt as before, and one of the things, you know, when you get the substance out of when you read the book of Exodus, you know, you understand that when Moses and Aaron were coming up to the Pharaoh, one thing that was being done consistently was that the gods of Egypt were being confounded. Yeah. You know, their black magic was being confounded, and that's the idols being moved. That's what's happening here now, man. Because you see, like, the power being taken. I mean, look at the streets, man. It's literally empty. You know, it's usually lively over here. There's like not even room to walk, but now it's empty as all hell. And when you do see people, they have masks on, man. You know.
Yeah, with this whole coronavirus, you know, epidemic and stuff and everything being quarantined, people starting to read the scriptures more. Yeah. You know, with this whole thing happening, they're not seeking out of the Quran. They seeking out of Bible prophecy.
There was a Christian on the way over here. There was actually a guy standing outside trying to preach the word with a loudspeaker. Oh, for real? Yeah. And you know how you know he's not a man of the Lord, man? He's out there acting like he knows the word, and he had a brand new Bible in his hand, man. You can tell he wasn't reading it, you know? He sounded like a preacher too, man. He was out here. Hey, I don't even want to repeat what he said, man. You know? But yeah, man, that just goes to show, man. It just goes to show who the true men of the Lord are, man. All right, it's definitely not that guy, because he was out there where there was no one at anyway. All right?
Can you read that one more time?
Yeah, I'll get it again. Yeah. Isaiah 19 and 1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it.
That's right, man. All the vain imaginations, the wickedness that these people, they conjure in their heads, man. It's going to melt in the presence of the Lord, man. When he returns with his angels, you know, which he's already showing forth. These people are going to melt, man. It says what in Isaiah, the 13th chapter? It speaks about their emotion, their reaction, man, to the Lord's second coming, you know? And they're not going to be able to stand up in that day, man.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 10. It says, but the Lord Yahweh is the true God. He is the living God and an everlasting King. At his wrath the earth shall tremble, and the nation shall not abide, and the nation shall not be able to abide his indignation. Thus shall ye say unto them, the gods that have not made the heavens and the earth, even they shall perish from the earth and from under these heavens. You know, going into like the gods of Egypt we was talking about. Everybody's seeking out of the scriptures. Nobody's reading out of the book of the dead. Nobody's reading out of the Quran, man. All right? Because these same gods that these people worship falsely is perishing under the same earth and heaven, man. That the Heavenly Father Yahweh Shah made, man. All right? It will be known in that day that our God, our power lives, man.
That's right.
All right? And that's the only power that exists, man. It's going to be made known. It's being made known right now, man. All right?
Isaiah 13 and 7.
It was like 5-6 years late, man.
Yeah.
Close to 10. You know? If you don't know what's going on by now, then, you know.
Where it comes from.
You know, if you don't know by now, then you just lost.
Right.
You know? We're going to reestablish order on the earth, man. You know?
Excuse me. I'm going to find out what's all about and where it rolls from. Based on what?
Yo, matter of fact, go to Baba Kashar, go to 2nd Ezra, the 5th chapter, start at 1, and jump down, because you mentioned how things are going to get worse. You know? And it's time. Because as the word of the Lord, like, this is a time of mercy. You know, the scriptures talk about
time of mercy. What the fuck?
You know,
the restaurants are closed.
You know, the different trumps, the different seals being opened up in Revelation. We're in the midst of that. And when you see the different seals and the different trumps, the different horses being let loose, what happens? More destruction, more terror, more pestilence, more famine. The scriptures tell you that the balances will be taken away. He said one of the horses said he's going to come with the balances in his hand. Why? Because the price of bread, the price of milk, the price of everything, the price of water is going to go up. Everything's going up. All right? So we ain't going to be out here much longer. And then when we're not out here, then people are going to really get fucked. You know? So go ahead, Op.
2nd Ezra 5 and 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden.
Yeah, the way of truth shall be hidden, man. All right, because the way of truth has been out for the past, going on, what, that 70 years? You know, what's 1969, 1970? You know, what's that, 30 plus the 50 years?
What the fuck? If
all
we're
right?
preaching in here...
And the land shall be barren of faith.
And the land shall be barren of faith. That's why people are getting masked up. They don't know what's going on. They see the predictive programming. They're losing faith on God. Hey, them people that you're talking about that actually open up the Bible and looking and reading the scriptures, they're going to be more bugged out than everybody else because they think that they know the scriptures. And you have a lot of people in a sense of security right now. That like, oh, I know what's going on. Yeah, the Illuminati. I got an escape plan. I got this. You got people really out there like that. Those are the people going to be bugged out even the most. You know? The scriptures tell you that, man. Go ahead.
You want me to jump down or keep going?
Jump down. What's 7 say?
And the Sodomitish.
Sodomitish. Yeah. Go to 8.
Verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places.
Yeah, there'll be confusion in also many places. You know what? You got different skirmishes, race riots, different militias. I don't know if brothers ever check it out. I mentioned, I think the video I did yesterday, I put the link in the comment box on the city's DMV. And the brother, he went into the Rex 84. And what that entails, when Trump or any president makes a specific order, it deputizes different militias like the KKK, like neo-Nazis that already have military training. That's why you watch that movie, The Purge, the second one, the election year.
Oh, okay.
Remember the one they was trying to kill that politician lady? And what happened? You had it was a militia coming to look for her that was a hired gun that was basically neo-Nazis. Them neo-Nazis, you ever seen them Edomites, they walk by the camp, they looking with that proud look, because nationalists, them people, remember, what was that, down in Virginia? Remember that big thing that happened when Trump was in office?
The gun rally?
Charlottesville? Remember? And then remember Trump was speaking well of the people there. He was taking side with them because they know once them executive orders get issued, they get deputized, man. You know? They're plugged in. Hell yeah, man.
You got certain wizards and what's they call the KKK Grand Wizards. You got different Grand Wizards of the KKK. They got compounds, but they got shooting ranges. They prepared. So that's when the scripture says what? There's gonna be confusion in the city. You're gonna have them people when the militias coming through. They're gonna have Humvees. They got different Jeeps. They got specific artillery to cause havoc in the street. You gonna think it's the military? It's gonna be the fucking KKK and neo-Nazis. And you know where they're gonna be hunting? Niggas and spics. That's where they're gonna be hunting. Why? Because they didn't want to hear the word of the Lord. All right, go ahead, keep going out.
And the fire shall be sent, and the fire shall be oft sent out again.
Right.
And the wild beasts shall change their
Psalm
places.
23.
Right, keep going.
And menstruous women shall
Psalm
bring forth the
23.
monsters.
Yeah, them monsters are out. You know why?
23.
Because what? Especially I was thinking about on the way here. If you look at the jails.
23.
Once they already tell them like, yo, look, we ain't gonna be able to give you a court date. And your court date was supposed to be next month, even though you got a violent crime. You and your homies, them and the homies, they're going to get together with the bangers. And they're going to be unlocking shit. They're going to be breaking shit down. They're going to take motherfucking COs hostage. You know, they're going to be looking to break out. It's going to be chaos out here, man. You know? Keep going out.
Verse 9, and salt waters shall be found in the sweet.
Yes, salt waters shall be found in the sweet. The people that take this word for sweet, thinking they're going to get some form of comfort, they're going to get salt. It's going to be bitter unto them. All right, go ahead.
And all friends
The
shall
Lord
destroy one
is
another.
my shepherd.
Then shall
The
wit hide
Lord is my
itself, and in understanding
Savior.
withdraw
The
itself.
Lord is my
Wit
shepherd,
shall hide
and
itself.
the Lord is my
Understanding
Savior.
shall withdraw thyself.
Fuck.
Go ahead.
Into his secret chamber.
Into his secret chambers, man. Hey, we already know that this word is a secret. How much more in the near future? It's really going to be a secret. When the men of the Lord are not on the streets teaching the word, telling our people to repent, this is your last chance, homie. You know, this is our people's last chance to get right while we out here. While the videos is still on you, while the internet is still going. This is your last chance. Them doors is being shut, man. You know, vows is being open, man. You know? I think it's a little more. Jump in there when you
the scriptures. I mean, the understanding of the scriptures in that day is really going to be. It's already likening to oil, but it's going to be likening to oil really in that day, man. Because in the ancient world, oil was kept in dark glass bottles, man. It represents secrecy. Man.
Yep,
you know?
Yeah, you have it secluded in a cool temperature environment. Yeah, you didn't look at oil. Nah, that was in the back. Yeah, you're right, brother. Good point. You know? Go ahead, Al.
Verse 10, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found.
Yes, go ahead.
Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth.
There you go. That adds to the point what the brother was saying. Unrighteousness and incontinency shall be added and multiplied on the earth, man. All right? The people that, they're going to really, like, man, they're going to say, F the Bible, man. F the Quran, man. They're going to look to take power in their own hands. The scriptures tell you that. Second Ezra was that 15. We ain't got to get it. We're going to close in a minute. You know, but all in all, the scriptures tell you that they shall take power in their own hands, man. Sedition. Matter of fact, get it. Because that's
I got it.
Yup, con.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15.
I know I'll be don't get it, don't get it. Go ahead.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 15. And it says, for the sword in their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings, nor their princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power.
There you go. The course of their action. What's a course? Their path. Their action is what? What they decide to do. And being their power, what's their power? The gun? Yep. You gonna have torture chambers? Hey, brothers bringing out what? Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Yeah. You got a new show that just came out that's very, that's likened unto that Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You gonna have simulations of these different movies. Hey, it's already going on. Yeah. The simulations of the movies is happening before our faces. Yeah. All right, prophecy is being fulfilled on the right hand and on the left hand, because the left hand studied the right hand. Yep. You know?
Yeah, I was talking to Jake on the job. He was, with this whole thing that's going on, he was like, yo, this can't be real, man. Right. It's all in the movies.
Right.
You know, but the elites, the wicked of the society is telling you what's going to happen, man.
Yeah, and how many times have we brought out instances in a movie and then you get a score for on the page? Say, you know, that's just a movie, man. You tripping. You know, you bugging. You know, that's just a movie, man.
I think it was Adam Abbott that said that like last year.
Yeah. Well, you know what? And it's funny that you say that because it's mainly Israelites that come up against that concept. But now you really see it.
Right.
You know, Adam Abbott, man, you guys are gone, man. Straight up, we wanna like. I would be hoping that guys be getting it, like they can get the bigger picture, but it's just not meant. All right, you guys take this thing for face value, man. All right.
Comfortable here.
Yeah, exactly, brother.
They got
Exactly.
wives,
Wives, yup. Yeah, that's beautiful, yup. That comfort and that mirth is really about to be gone, man.
Yeah.
Especially from the people that actually know that they're Israelites. The people that know what's going on, they're gonna get it the worst. Except the men of the Lord, except the prophets. Because we hid ourselves in the shadow of the Almighty, as the scripture says.
If I can say,
Yeah.
like it says in Psalms, they that sow in tears shall reap in joy.
Let the store open.
We've been sowing in tears right now, because you know we're in the house of mourning, not the house of mirth right now. All right. So then now that everything's coming to pass, we see the real deal in the field, so to speak. That's when the Lord's gonna begin to really show us, like, oh, to really, you know, Lord, we're part of that number. He's gonna really begin to up us on a whole nother level.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. That's right, brother. Because we was going into it before. What's going on is that what the veil of our mind is being loosed, just like the veil of remember Moses had a veil when he went up to Mount Sinai. Why? Because he got all that wisdom. As we're saying what we're saying, really, because what are we saying? Essentially, we're saying the breath of life. Remember, because we go to Ezekiel the 37th chapter, as the army is being raised, what raised that army? The breath of life. All right, which is what? The wisdom. Remember, he said, breathe upon these slain. He said, the wind, the breath of the Lord. What is the breath of the Lord? Wisdom. And what is the wisdom? That light. And that's what Moses got. And that's what we obtain. That's what we obtain in our mind right now. Hey, we have more than we think we have. You know, we have you have a lot of knowledge, you have a lot of understanding. Brothers here, and brothers that pay attention, and brothers that really are focused in, you have more wisdom and knowledge that you really can comprehend. Because a lot of, I remember Apostle Ronald used to always talk about remember how deep everything was when you first got the knowledge. Yeah. Remember how deep it was when you first found out you was an Israelite. Remember how deep it was when you found out about the chariots. Like, to us now, it's nothing. You know, but a lot of things that we know a lot of things, and then when it actually comes to fruition, when that marriage happens, and that's when that light really gonna shine, man. You know, and it's gonna bug people out, and that's when, hey, guess what? Spiritual powers is gonna happen, man. Right. You know, brothers are gonna have power of healing, the gift of tongues, you know, telepathical powers, reading men's minds and women's mind. You know, brothers are gonna be able to fly. You know, we gonna have all that, man. Go ahead, Akim.
This is Matthew 5:16. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
Beautiful. That's right. And that's what's happening, man. Because right now, the glory is going to Satan because everybody's fearing Esau Edom even more because of his movies and his predictive programming. Right? But when he goes forth to fill his belly, what does the scripture say? He shall be in straits. Yeah. He's going to set himself to fight against the Prince of Princes. That's what, because he said he shall be lifted up in his own heart. His majesty shall be lifted in his own mind, but then he shall go to fight against the Prince of Princes. And a part of that is what? Coming up against the men of the Lord. But guess what? The Lord is going to put the spirit on us and specific men to deliver us out of almost basically every scenario, man. You know, you have the examples of the scriptures. Daniel in the lion's den, what happened? Habakkuk came. You know? Yeah, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, the three holy sons. What happened? Yahweh, basically, the angel of the Lord appeared, which we believe is Yahweh Shah. You know, appeared. Those things are going to happen all over again. This is the beginning of it. Go ahead, Doc.
Okay, peace out.
Yup.
Isaiah 59:19.
Bring like two more, then close.
So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
Yeah, man, because we've been fasting, man. Scriptures tell you, hold fast, which come. When you look up the word fast, it means to be watertight. And that's when those floods come, we're going to be watertight, man. Wow, we're going to be fastened in like a roller coaster ride, man. You know, remember what happened with the angel of the Lord? He grabbed the locks of Ezekiel. Yeah, remember, and also too, he grabbed the crown. Scripture said he grabbed the crown of Habakkuk. Grabbed him, brought him to another place. Look at Philip when he taught the Ethiopian eunuch. He spoke to the Ethiopian eunuch. The Ethiopian eunuch went down to read what he said. He looked back up, and Philip was gone. These things are going to happen all over again, man. That's why you got to get into the book of Acts. You got to get into these accounts. Bring them forth to your remembrance. So this way, when it happens, these things happen, you know exactly what to think about. You know, because you ain't going to be able to call a brother and get counsel. You ain't going to be able to turn the video and get comfort. No, it's going to be about what you know. Yeah. Because you might not even have the sword. You ain't going to be able to have the act, the blue letter to pull up. Yep. You ain't going to have that. What do you want to have? You, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, wherever knowledge and comfort, which knowledge and wisdom shall be what? The stability of that time. So you guess what? You got to get that knowledge and wisdom now so you stable in those times.
Yeah, the word hold fast means the guard. So
Exactly.
we got to have the faith, the guard. We have to have the faith, the guard of faith from the spiritual demon of doubt, man.
That's
because
right.
doubt is going to overtake a lot of these people out here, man. That's what's going to lead a lot of people to destruction.
Sickness.
You know?
I mean, I don't know if brothers seen the video I sent, but the dude, he was basically a nurse or whatever. He's like a radiologist. Mm-hmm. He was breaking it down how he said fear it enacts particular chemicals in your body to help your immune system break down. That's why Esau, he's doing everything and putting up the 5G and, you know, doing
Instagram posts.
Yeah. And then, because he's installing fear into the people. One big boom right now, somebody screaming, shooting, people are going to go ballistic. You know? Yeah, exactly. Come on, one more.
That's some
a couple more verses.
I got some real quick.
Yep. Bring it out, huh?
Romans 5, and this is Romans 5 and 5. It says, "And hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of the Heavenly Father is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Spirit, which is given unto us." You know, it's going into your mind, you know, that Hebrew word lav. You know, it maketh a man to not be ashamed, man. Having full assurance and confidence in the Lord.
And you know what? Shame is the opposite of being brightened. Yeah. When you look up the word shame, I forget the word there, but it's to be dull. That's why we, like back in the day, we used to always bring out a scripture, Isaiah 29 and 22. Jacob shall now next wax pale, neither shall his face. Get it real quick. Isaiah 29, 22. We used to always bring that out as a color scripture. But now I remember the elders and apostles, mainly Apostle Gabar and Apostle Ramlab, they brought it out how that's not talking about that Esau. Yo, go ahead.
Yeah, Isaiah chapter 29, verse 22.
And get wisdom, Ecclesiastes 8:1. We'll close on that. Go ahead.
Yeah, Isaiah 29 and 22. "Therefore, thus saith the Lord, who redeemed Abraham, concerning the house of Jacob, Jacob shall not now be ashamed."
See, he shall not now be ashamed. Go ahead.
"Neither shall his face now wax pale."
Meaning pale, meaning dull. All right, because what? Jacob, even if you go to Daniel, the 7th chapter, it said what? It talked about the confusion of face.
Oh, the shame face.
The shame face.
Yeah.
The shame face is really what? Not knowing your nationality, not having the wisdom. But guess what? We don't have that shame face anymore. And that's what the scripture says. Neither now shall now wax pale. Meaning what? We getting our brightness back. Now, go ahead, bring that out. We close.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and 1. "Who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed."
See? There it is. You see? And that's the point, man. The boldness of our face is going to be changed, man. The more we see the prophecies come to pass, they ain't going to do nothing to us but make us more bold. That's right. Like, I told you, you know. We're going to flourish. We're going to blossom. That's right. You know? Hey, Shai, you got it out. You want, make last words or close? You got it, brother. It's on you.
Hey, with that, we like to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstones, your mess, and shalom to the elect, man. Until next time, we say shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.